Hello guys, it's Malia Maria with TSM, and we are here at Comida Restaurant in downtown Indianapolis. At the Indy Black Chamber of Commerce, we see history, so we'll be honoring Indy's Black CEOs. Yes, we have 7 Black CEOs being represented right here in Indianapolis. What better way to bring them all together and recognize them for all their achievements. So stay tuned as we'll be speaking with these media.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. So what I wanted to do, my name is Anita Williams. We as the Chamber wanted to take the time out to welcome the people that weren't from Indianapolis and congratulate the people that are from Indianapolis. We wanted an opportunity to put our arms around those who are doing well and say thank you for being part of us, and see what we can do to help you move forward. At this time, I want to introduce you to Deborah Simmons-Wilson.
So, I'm Debbie. I want to take a moment just to thank all of you all, as Anita has already so graciously done. The Indy Black Chamber of Commerce is an organization where if you are a business owner or you are someone who is in a public space making decisions, transforming communities, impacting lives, I'm going to say right now, not just because my firm, Engaging Solutions, is a member, but if you are not a member of the Indy Black Chamber, this is an opportunity. It is a forward-facing invitation. So Dion Livingston has been an influential and innovative advertising and broadcast radio and television executive for more than 2 decades, managing some of the most successful radio stations in America.
The first message is for Classic. What it does is it brings light to Indianapolis, and a successful Classic grows us in the region, grows what goes on in Indianapolis as far of it. And the important thing I give is the scholarships. Being someone who got one of those scholarships, it's real money. And that's important to students that go to school. Oh, and if y'all giving away gifts and stuff, if you need me to come back again at any point in time, I'm right here.
So I'd like to take this time now to introduce you to Alan Bacon. So, Alan Bacon is the Senior Director of Social Innovation Fund, formerly served as a Global Director of Learning and Development of iLab LLC. The question that we have for you, Alan, is we know that the United Way has transformed the way in which it allocates funding.
United Way is more in a traditional sense, probably from like a very high level white power institution where maybe there's like a lot of disconnect within like the communities that they're serving. I think where United Way is positioned now, as we're engineering a new message and narrative and approach to how we operate for the future.
Thank you, Alan. Previously, John served as Department Director with the City of Wichita's Housing and Community Services Department, which included the Public Housing Authority and Community Action Partnership.
So good evening, everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to invite me here to speak and to be introduced to the community. I really appreciate it. So some of the challenges that we've had at the Indianapolis Housing Agency, or IHA, as we try to promote more equitable, inclusive housing for all. One of the things that I was able to work with the staff and the local HUD field office in March was to identify that we had available vouchers to issue to the community.
So Maddie A. Lewis joined the City County Council in 2008. She served as president of the council from 2012 to 2017. She is the first woman in our history in this city to hold the position. I think we have to follow her. She represents District 10 on the west alum of the Indiana State University.
I think it's important that all of us as adults mentor young folks, grab someone by the hand and bring them alongside of us. I'm able to do that as the CEO of the Boys and Girls Clubs. I'm able to do that as a member of the City County Council. Folks are intrigued by politics. Nothing in my past said that I would ever be a politician, but now that I'm here, I'm able to reach back and coach young ladies about getting into politics.
Mr. Bob Osley, if you could come forward and just can't have you here and not have you say something.
Good evening, everybody. Honor to be here, pleasure to be here with my colleague. Congratulations, lady. Love you. All right. Thank you.
So Tina Cosby is next. Tina Cosby is a veteran broadcaster. He worked as a community affairs director as well as a television news anchor, reporter, producer, and public affairs show host while at Wish TV and My Indy TV in Indianapolis. Currently, she is a community affairs director for the Indianapolis stations of Radio 1 and host of the daily talk show Community Connection on AM 1310 The Light and 92.7 FM. This is the right one.
That's the right one.
All right.
I try to keep everything positive. I try to keep everything informative. I try to keep people involved, which is why I really enjoy when people call in, because if people don't call in, you don't know what they're thinking, what have you. So it's kind of like driving a ship. You know, the way I kind of look at it, it's just kind of like driving and facilitating and making sure that you get the most out of people, what they have to offer, and points of view that, you know, sometimes you may not necessarily think about, because I like to say that every day that I go on the air, I learn something. And I hope that people learn something as well. I mean, I have basically three. First of all, that haven't been on, I'll be calling you.
Thank you, Tina. Kimberly. Yes, come on up. So Kimberly Wise serves as the HUD Indiana Field Office Director. The first one. Did y'all hear that? We're very excited about that. So Kimberly joined HUD in 2008.
We haven't announced it publicly yet. We're still working on it. John is the first you'll be hearing of it. But we're looking at doing a landlord symposium later this year. We'll be inviting actually landlords who want to join the program.
Well, thank you very much for coming.
Yes.
First of all, my name is Terrence White, and I'm the Executive Director of Community Action of Greater Indianapolis. You know, what we're primarily focused on right now is housing and affordable housing, transportation issues, and maintaining, safety net, barrier busting programs. You know, we deal with a lot of clients that are employed, they're not making enough to, you know, sustain their family and their lifestyle. And so what we've decided to do is take the stance of trying to tackle that instance. You know, and a lot of the people that we deal with are minority population, and so we want to put some emphasis on how can we have moved our people to levels of other races in.
Thank you, Terrence. Any questions for Terrence? Thank you, Terrence. So we have Jamie Walton. So Jamie is the business owner who just moved here. So Jamie.
The reason that I'm out here in Indianapolis, honestly, is it's an opportunity to reach back. A little bit about me and my past. I'm probably the least educated person on this panel that's being honored here today. I have a high school education. Right out of high school, I went to the service. I was in the Marine Corps for 13 years. After leaving the Marine Corps after 13 years, which everybody thought was crazy, like, why don't you just do 7 more? Is because there was more for me than to just be in the military for 20 years. After that, I worked for Geico Corporate for a year, and again, I realized that that was not the avenue I wanted to go, so I started working for an independent Geico agent out of New Jersey. I worked for him as a sales agent, became his sales manager, became his office manager, became his business partner, to the point where he said, there's no more raises coming, it's time for you to own your own agency. I purposely looked for other African Americans looking for the same opportunities that I was given.
have any questions?
If you run for office, do you need a campaign? As I said, I don't think I quite have the education background on running for any office. No.
Well, we want to thank you, Jamie, and welcome you to Indianapolis.
Thank you very much.
So, a part of my background is Puerto Rican as well too, Puerto Rican and Haitian. So growing up, all those good things that you see on the menu, I tried, fused them together, came up with the menu. That's where it came from. So we got, this is Jerome. Jerome is my right hand man. And, well, without him, it wouldn't be able to be done. 11 to 2, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. But then on Wednesday through Saturday, it's going to be from 5 to 8 on Saturday.
So I want to just take a few more minutes just to say thank you to Comida for having us here. Thank you to the Indy Black Chamber for doing everything that it took to bring this to fruition. And I'd like to now yield the floor to Larry Williams, who is the chair of the Indy Black Chamber.
First off, I want to thank everybody for coming out, and I know everybody's busy, taking out 2 hours of your day to come hang out with us, and we appreciate that. We would also like to thank our sponsors, but Ms. Ever took the lead on putting this together, and she helped us get all the emails out and make sure everybody was here.
And I am back here at the Indy Black Chamber of Commerce, meet and greet for the young black CEOs in Indianapolis. And I have the pleasure of speaking with Bob Osley, who is the City Council President right here in Indianapolis. Did I get that right? You have a lot of titles. Have your name? Yes, but tell the people out there, first of all, a little bit about your job title and how important it was for you to be in this event.
So I serve as the council president, but I also represent the district. One of the actually in the district. It was important for me to be here because we have so many friends and so many colleagues who have been honored. And I also want to honor them for their hard work, their industriousness, the examples that they set. And I think it is important that we do that for each other. And so I appreciate what the chamber did, making this happen, to recognize achievements of others.
So what advice would you give young up-and-coming entrepreneurs that either maybe want to start a business or want to get into a large company and maybe one day be CEO?
So my first thing would be, if you want to start a business, you network. You find a mentor, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, and you let them help you with it. How to plan, how to strategize, how to develop, and most importantly, you hold on to integrity and your honesty. And be determined to be hard work and earnest and an example for others. So you get some good people that you respect,